computer. All right, so first, before using a mask, obviously you wash your face. Not obviously, not everybody knows that. You know that, but not everybody knows that. So for those watching later, you wash your face. And also for those watching later, these mask towels are out of stock, but I actually still have one. So that might have to be like the next person that orders a charcoal mask gets that from me. So you want a wet face, and I would totally just do a charcoal mask tonight if it was just me and not doing this on here, but I'm gonna do both charcoal and gel. I have not multi-masked yet.
So I don't have a gel mask, so I haven't either. I also don't have dry skin, so.
Yeah, well, I do sometimes. I'll probably use mine more like around the edges of my face because I still am breaking out a little bit here, which I know is natural when you're getting into a skincare routine. It's getting all this stuff out.
Yeah, so, I keep having like the right here.
Yeah.
So.
Ugh. So, and this is our fun little applicator. This isn't well used bottle, and sometimes it likes to spit pieces out.
Same.
So I'm trying. Maybe I'll get it onto the mask applicator. Got like a little dot. Now my face is dry again. I didn't add enough water to it, but.
So are you supposed to put the charcoal mask on a wet face?
I do.
Okay, because I've been putting it on a dry face.
I feel like it was just helping it spread more, but you don't have to. Let me read that.
Okay. Yeah, it'd probably help if I read the back of the bottle.
Well, it just says over clean skin. So it just has to be clean. It doesn't have to be wet. Well, here we go. You don't have to wet your face. Thanks for asking.
Okay. Because I mean, I never think to like put it on wet skin.
It's kind of nice though, because by the time you get it, okay, normally it goes a lot faster than it is on here, but my bottle, this is what I was originally making samples from. And then I love the mask, so I use it all the time, and I didn't realize how close to the end of it I was getting, or else I would have just grabbed a new one so I didn't have to struggle with it.
Yeah.
I almost just put the mask applicator in my mouth to hold it there. That probably doesn't make any What are you guys watching the replay are gonna be like, what is she doing?
It's late. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. Got to love the faces I'm making here.
It can't be any worse than me trying to put hydrogel patches on just using the camera on my laptop.
Yes.
So
that is not easy.
No, I was definitely stabbing my eye. Definitely.
All right, so I have more of the pimples like around here and then down. I tend to get a little drier right on my edge of my noses, but that's also where I break out sometimes. So it's really, you could put it anywhere. Both of them take about the same amount of time to dry. And I made more mask. On here, I didn't get very much on there. Now, if I had more time, I would probably, maybe, I do every once in a while leave it on. Oh, that was a lot. Leave it on overnight. The gel mask you can leave on overnight. Well, you don't need to, but your customers might. So
yeah,
got a lot more on there now. So this might look funny, especially because the gel mask dries clear. So you probably won't even be able to tell that I'm wearing it. I might have to, I don't know, shine a light. I think I just got that on my lip. I feel like this area is a little more oily, and I feel like a monkey right now, or a baboon maybe, with the one face. And I don't think I have any that I missed, any pimples. I can already see it going to work over here. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy how fast it works. I love it.
I know. I love watching it. I just sit there and look in the mirror and just watch it.
Sometimes I get distracted and then I go back later and it's like, oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
I have lots of black dots on my nose. I also normally apply it down a little bit further, but computer mirrors versus regular mirrors. All right, and then the gel, it just says also to apply a generous layer onto cleansed skin, avoiding eye and mouth areas. And this one you can leave on for 10 minutes. Rinse with warm water and wet washcloth. For an enriched pampering experience, apply before bedtime and leave mask on overnight. You can use it 2 to 3 times a week, just like the charcoal mask. You could use 2 to 3 times a week. And I know people use this on the ends of their hair or their cuticles. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I should bring out a ring light or something. It's like a pretty pink. It actually pretty much matches the color of the applicator tip.
Yeah.
Which is
cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. So have it go down there. And it's nice. It's shimmery when you put it on, so it's easy enough to see typically. Again, I normally use a better lit bathroom and a regular mirror and not a camera.
I feel
that. But it's so cooling too. Like if you feel hot, just put on the gel mask and it's refreshing. And like I think the fan blew a little bit on me, but it definitely feels refreshing and cool. And I just spread some charcoal mask over here and I have some hair hanging down, so it's okay. I'll just add extra moisture to my hair right there.
Exactly.
So I forgot I was going to pull out the product sheets. All right, for those watching later, I'm going to do if you buy both of the masks, you get this free. Obviously not for you because you're a consultant, but somewhere I have my folder. I think it's actually on the other chair over there. And then somewhere I also laid down my phone, which I don't know where I put that either. Oh, there we go. I could use that for giving me the information I wanted. So the charcoal mask is 24, the gel mask is 22. Here's the size comparison. They're like the same, basically. This one's 3 ounces, this one's 4 ounces. But they should both still last you a few months if you use them the 2 to 3 times a week, they say. This one actually says follow with your preferred moisturizer. And the moisture renewing gel mask doesn't, but I do. Unless, you leave it on overnight and then you'd wash it off in the morning. And you can't even tell that I'm wearing it right now. Just a little bit shimmery.
Yeah.
Oh, we also have the biocellulose mask, which that's what I was gonna look up. You get a 4-pack for, I want to say $70, and you would only use that about once a week unless you were gonna go to an event. Then you would use it 2 times a week because it just gives that extra boost. It's made from coconut water, and so if you're allergic to coconuts, don't use it. And then trying to think of what else. It helps just give that extra boost of moisture. It's based on Korean beauty, which is their high beauty trends. Normally, if you did something like that, it would be probably several hundreds of dollars or at least $100 for just one time at a salon. So you get 4 times for less than the price of one. In the comfort of your own home, especially right now. You never know.
I feel like ones at salons would probably be like really chemically like harsh.
Yeah. Not just made from coconuts, basically.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what they're doing.
And yeah, salons typically don't, most of them don't care about the chemicals and the harshness in the product. Mm-hmm. They just care about the results, the immediate results, I should say. And I'm sure there's some salons out there that care. I have not seen them. I've not actually been in a salon personally.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while.
One day. Well, where Seth works, there's a salon in there, and I think I get a discount. I'm not counted as a member to the gym, but I think I get a discount to the salon. So one of these days, we'll get in there. But yeah, I don't know. I was not as prepared as it. Oh, hey, my papers are actually right here. We've been, well, I don't know if you noticed, behind me used to be like a whole bunch of, not boxes, but
like square shelves.
Yes, square shelves with all the skirts that I have for my e-commerce business. Well, we decided to put all the skirts away because that business has kind of tanked from all the COVID shutdowns. So we put those in the closet, and then we moved the shelves to that side of the room, and they have all of our board games in them now. So those are nice and organized, which I love. And then that spot is, so right there is that's my front door.
Okay, yeah.
We could walk in right there is where Seth could put his lunch bag, and then we have our shoes below, and we have our Bibles over there, and some picture books and stuff that we like to have out, and trying to think what else. It's a much happier place now. A spot that I could drop the mail if I'm not able to, look at it right away or anything. It's just nicer. And we're going to put some pictures on the wall soon. And between that and then the rest of the room, the dining room, which is right over there, we were going through stuff. And that was at the beginning of the shutdown. Seth was not working for the first couple weeks. Mm-hmm. So we pulled everything out of my office, which became the dump zone, and started going through it. And then about 2 weeks in, he found out he was going back to work, like the next week. So we didn't get through it all, and now I'm running a business businesses, and working at the church and helping maintain the home and the 3 kids and everything. It's just kind of sad. But we're having people over on Saturday, so it's getting cleaned up.
Yeah.
I'll get to that when I'm done here. But yeah. I was just gonna see if I had the product info. Oh, that would have been so bad. I just almost dumped my bowl of water on my computer.
Oof.
Not a cheap computer either. That would not have been fun.
That definitely would have been bad.
Yeah. Okay. So see if there was any more information I needed to share on any of these. So the charcoal mask absorbs extra oils and helps reduce your shine, which I'm sure you are familiar with. 79% of men and women both agree that they feel like their skin looks clearer after use, and it's based on a 21-day independent consumer study with 166 men and women that had blemish-prone skin, and they used it 2 to 3 times a week. So that's cool. The activated charcoal, which the charcoal mask, activated charcoal, acts like a magnet to unclog the pores. So that one, it just pulls out the clogs and stuff. But you can see, like right here, there's a big white head now because of it pulling it out. And some of the spots, it's because of how I smeared the mask. I feel like it looks darker than normal, and it might just be my lighting.
It does look fairly dark.
Okay. Well, I wonder if I shine like my flashlight in my face. I'm not put together today. I don't feel like I had a dentist appointment today too, and so it's all just crazy. All right. Nope, that is really bright. I don't think it helps. Oh, Kylie said
it looks so dark even with it. So
yeah, maybe I applied more than normal.
Maybe.
So, okay. I thought something was crawling on me. It was just my zipper. Okay. Skin has a natural exfoliating process, but sometimes the process does not work as effectively as it should, so oil, bacteria, and impurities get trapped inside pores. The Clear Proof Deep Cleansing Charcoal Mask helps remove the dirt and impurities that can contribute to problem skin and offers a gentle solution for supporting a clearer looking complexion. Also, something about oils. Sometimes your skin may appear oily because you're not hydrated enough, which is funny to think about. Like, but I don't have enough in me. Why is it more oily? Because your skin overcompensates.
Yeah.
So there's that. I mean, we have like facial peel and stuff too, and that's one of the special treatments, but I don't really consider that a mask, microdermabrasion or the facial peel. So the gel mask, all right, it says, well, the product marketing group says, this multi-masking genius breathes new life into tired, sluggish, stressed skin. Time-wise moisture renewing gel mask is deeply hydrating, replenishing moisture on contact, and delivering other skin renewing benefits. And it is part of the Time-wise line, so it does have some age-fighting properties in it. Instantly hydrates while also locking in moisture. Your skin appears less stressed, feels nourished, purified, and calmed. And it helps to reduce the appearance of pores as well as fine lines and wrinkles. That's part of the age-fighting process. Skin feels firmer, healthier, smoother, and softer. So if you just need an extra tightness to your skin, not tight like in a bad way, and if the skin feels tight and dry, but if you're sagging or anything else, you can apply this anywhere on your body, really. If you have issues with any of those things. All right, fact. As we age, our skin's ability to stay properly hydrated is diminished, which leads to skin looking older than it is. All women, even those with oily skin, need to use skincare products that are formulated to not only add moisture, but also help skin hold in every precious drop. So it might be good for you to actually try it.
Yeah.
All right. And I could go into all of the consumer studies. The target customer for this one is women who are interested in facial age fighting and skin nourishing benefits delivered in a luxuriously rich gel formula. Women who currently use the Time-wise skincare and are looking to add an extra dimension to their regimen. And anyone who wants to add the latest age fighting or an additional level of hydration to their skincare regimen. Which I didn't read the Clear Proof one, but kind of the same idea. You'll want to try this if you're looking for an effective yet gentle product to unclog pores, absorb excess oils, and reduce shine. If you are a teen with problem skin or a mom who buys skincare products for your teens, or if you use any Mary Kay skincare regimen and are interested in the benefits of activated charcoal. I would also add, I feel like, I don't know, I was going to say with pregnancy, sometimes that can mess up your hormones, or at that time of the month, your hormones get messed up. So whether you're a teen or not, you're more likely to produce blemishes. Does that even make sense? To have blemishes during those times?
Yeah.
Producing. And then if you eat things like chocolate, those can increase the chances of blemishes. So if you still want to eat your chocolate but don't want the pimples, use the charcoal mask. It helps.
Amen.
And then as you're adjusting to new routines too, your skin needs that. So I think it's been on long enough. You can see I must have just put it on different. It is definitely dry, except the gel mask felt a little wet on the cheeks. But this one is like the biggest one. And that one just popped up earlier this week. So it's fighting that. And then it looks like, I don't know if I applied it less there. You can see some of the effects. I'm still not sure why, if it's just the lighting in the room or what, but normally I have a lot of little darker spots on my nose because that's where my blackheads are. I just applied this a couple days ago, so maybe I don't have quite so many. But take the washcloth without splashing everything. And normally you would want to use warmer water. This is kind of chilly, but it'll feel nice because it's been a hot day. Weird things happening outside. And then I just like to lay mine on my face for a couple minutes, especially with, or for a couple minutes. I don't last that long, but especially with the charcoal mask. So and I just made fun hair for you. If you leave it on longer, you don't have to rub it off as much.
Yeah.
Like leave the washcloth on longer. But for sake of time and awkwardness, I'll try to get it off. And I just love how smooth my nose feels every single time I use this.
Your skin feels so soft afterwards.
Yeah. And then it's a nice, the charcoal mask is a nice minty smell, but not like overpoweringly minty.
Isn't it like infused with like mint and rosemary?
Maybe rosemary. I don't know, I was thinking eucalyptus, but it might be rosemary. You know, I have the sheets like right here.
Maybe it is eucalyptus. I don't know.
You could totally be right. I don't remember. I'm gonna check though, because that would be good to know. I wanted to talk about the biocellulose mask too, and I almost forgot. All right. I mean, I did talk about it a little bit, but where is it? There we go. Thinking I just had it 2 seconds ago. Triple action charcoal mask acts like a magnet to deep clean pores. So it has activated charcoal, kaolin, and bentonite clays. And then it has honeysuckle and navy bean extracts to target the appearance of skin discoloration. Together, they're a powerful ingredient combination designed to help you leave a troubled past behind and create a clearer looking future. Additionally, during in vitro testing, each botanical extract was shown to impact factors that may help soothe skin. So if you have like sunburn and stuff, it helps with that. Or mosquito bites, or wasp bites, or bee stings. Like all these things I didn't realize it did until I needed to try it on somebody that needed it.
Yeah.
To double its weight in impurities, the activated charcoal. Oh, the charcoal goes through a special heating process to become activated, making it more porous, and then it's known to absorb up to double its weight in impurities. So that's pretty cool. Power of activated charcoal helps unclog pores, taking skin beyond everyday clean. As a result, your complexion looks clearer and healthier and pores appear minimized. And then the kaolin and bentonite clays. Studies show people with problem skin produce more oil than people in a control group do. Skin also can become oilier with seasonal changes or other factors, making excess oil a common concern. Formulated with the absorbent power of kaolin and bentonite clays, this mask instantly absorbs excess oil and reduces shine. All right, well, it doesn't say on here, but I know it had And I can't get to the box because that's in my office, which Sarah is sleeping in right now. We set up her pack and play in there. So not her pack and play, her crib. Her crib is in there. So she's not in the pack and play in our room anymore. We've all slept better since then.
I bet.
I think just being in the same room with her drove her crazy. But all right. So the
biocellulose.
Thanks. Biocellulose mask. I was like, what is this called? And then I looked up and saw Korean Beauty and I was like, it's not the Korean Beauty mask. So it can help lift your skin in just 2 weeks visibly. And it just helps your skin look lifted and firmed, more radiant, just younger because, you know, it's lifting your skin. Plus, it increases skin moisture levels for 24 hours. From editors and bloggers to industry insiders, those in the know look to Korea's forward-thinking beauty culture known as K-beauty for the latest innovations, which that's what this is based on, and I believe that's what the hydrogel eye patches are based on, the Korean beauty. So we're just taking from them and getting a step ahead of others in the industry. It's a breakout trend. Younger, more luminous, helps reduce fine lines and wrinkles. And that's pretty quickly. It says after 4 weeks of use, which is 1 time a week, that the fine lines and wrinkles are reduced. Now it's based on a 4-week independent consumer study with 300 women. Oh, I guess it's using the product twice a week, not once a week, twice a week. So it'd probably, I mean, you'd probably notice it still in the 4 weeks, but closer to 8 weeks if you only used it once a week. And then, all right, for maximum benefits, use the mask twice a week to complement your skincare regimen. Remove mask from packet and unfold. Mask is between 2 protective mesh layers. Remove 1 mesh layer and apply mask to clean, dry face. Position it on the forehead, over the cheeks, nose, mouth, and around the eyes for the perfect fit. The eyelid flap can either be folded back or left gently resting on the eyes. So if you just want to sit there and feel like you're at a spa, you can just close your eyes and have them on your eyes. Gently smooth the mask so it is completely fitted against the skin. Carefully remove the remaining top layer of mesh and leave the mask on for 20 to 30 minutes. Then remove it, gently massage skin, do not rinse off, do not reuse, do not pass go or collect $200. Just kidding, this isn't Monopoly. But yeah, so that is that. I think that's all I really need to talk about now. Can pause recording or stop.